Hi guys, I hope you are doing well. I get this question a lot that how did I keep myself motivated to study French every single day and how I was able to clear the exam within a year. So in this video, I'm going to talk about all those factors which kept me motivated to study every single day. So please stay tuned and I'll see you in a second. So the first most important factor for me was that I kept myself reminding of my goal, which is to immigrate to Canada, right? And during COVID, we all know that immigration stopped for about, I think, over 1.5 years. There was no immigration, no draws, nothing was happening. And the best possible option that we had at that point in time was to study French, because French is something which can give you 72 points for immigration purpose. We didn't have any option B as such. We didn't have any exit plan. And I think that is the most important thing that you need if you want to focus on one particular thing, if you want to move into one direction. So learning French was the best possible option, because even after immigration starts, we didn't know that how much cutoff is going to be. So I knew that that is the best possible option that we have to get the highest points possible. Other option was student visa, right? But we used to talk about this plan that if for some reason French doesn't happen, then one of us, probably my husband, would go for a student visa. But it's a long process, right? And you have to spend a lot of money. If you want to go for a student visa, you have to spend about 20 to 30 lakhs. And then after that, you move to work visa. And then again, it takes few more years to get a PR. While on the other side, if we are able to clear this exam, then we can get the PR while we are sitting in India, right? So that was the most important factor that kept me going. So if you're also somebody who is just taking this as one option, and you know that if not this, then there is no other option to move to Canada, then I'm 100% sure that this would keep you going. But if you're considering other factors also, or maybe if you are confused between two options, like whether I should go for a work visa or I should go for French, then probably you might stay confused. So you have to choose one option for you, and you have to consider all the factors, right? Then, like for student visa, I said that you have to spend some money, and then you have to also wait patiently for 4 or 5 years before you can get a PR. So yes, for us, French was the only option, and that is what kept me going. All right, the other factor was that I didn't focus too much on the challenges. Of course, at this age, we have some other commitments also, right? You might be working, you might have a business, you might have kids. So I understand that it is extremely difficult to pursue a second thing in parallel, especially French, on which you have to spend so much time. It's not like you just study for an hour or so and you would be able to clear the exam in just few months or in a year. That is absolutely not possible. You have to stay committed to this process. Only then this can happen, right? So I know that we have challenges around us. For me, I had a daughter. She was very small. She was about 3.5 months old when I started learning French. But I didn't focus too much on the challenges around me. I didn't focus on, oh my god, how much time I have to spend with my daughter, I barely have any time to study, and all those factors, right? I used to sleep for just 3 4 hours every night, not beyond that. But I was just too motivated, too focused on this thing, that all these challenges around me didn't bother me at all. And that is the most important thing. Rather than focusing on the challenges around you, I think you should focus more on how can you increase your study hour day by day. Maybe just increase it by 10 minutes, by 15 minutes, by 20 minutes. Take help from people around you, take help from your family, from your spouse, do whatever it takes. But you have to be focused on the goal rather than on the challenges, because if you keep reminding yourself about the challenges that you have, subconsciously your mind will start telling you that this is not possible because of these reasons. I had a daughter, as I said, right? I didn't want to use her as an excuse for not clearing this exam and not achieving this goal. Rather, I wanted to use her as a reason for pushing myself and get this thing done. Yeah, so that was something which was quite motivating for me throughout my journey. The third factor was to study every day. I also did my research like all of you guys, and I found everybody saying that study every single day, and that's what I used to do. If I don't have any time, I would make sure that I study for at least couple of hours or maybe just 1 hour. But I had made this a rule for myself that no matter what, I would study every single day. And that actually kept me going. That brings me to the fourth point, which is do not break the momentum. It is extremely important that you stay in that zone, you stay in that mode of learning something new every single day and don't break that momentum, because I've been through that. I had to take breaks at times for a couple of days and sometimes for a couple of weeks also. But after that, whenever I had to come back to French, it was extremely difficult for me to get back to that zone. And whenever I took those breaks and I was transitioning back to French, I always used to question myself that, oh my God, how were you able to study? Because it is extremely difficult, right? But whenever you are in that momentum, you don't really think about those challenges and those difficulties around you. So it is important that you stay in that zone and study every single day. The fifth and the last factor is the mindset. As you all know, it's all about the mindset. I know that this is a difficult journey, but there are so many other things which are extremely difficult that we do in life. But you just have to believe in yourself and you just have to have this mindset that no matter what, you can do this. For little babies, for little kids also, it's extremely easy to learn any language, right? Because they are just doing it without any pressure. I know there is a lot of pressure on us to be able to speak this language as soon as possible and clear this exam as soon as possible, because it's a different thing altogether. So I just want to say that don't take this as a pressure and just tell yourself that no matter what, you would be able to make it. You are moving in the right direction. You have all the right resources, good teachers to support you through your journey, and you would make it happen one day. I have talked about this in other video also, but in case you have missed by few points in couple of attempts, don't worry about those and just trust yourself. And please know this thing that with every attempt, you are getting closer to your target. Yeah, so I think that's all I had to say during my journey also. Although we used to talk about a student visa if this thing doesn't work out, but I had the right mindset. I knew that all my family members, my husband, everybody is supporting me so much, and I have to do this for them, for my daughter, for myself. And I just had the right mindset that no matter what, I will make it happen. I had set myself a target of 8 months initially, and I actually took my first attempt in the 8th month, but I missed by few points in writing. But it didn't stop me at all, and I was actually feeling more confident after that attempt. So these failures, all of these things, these are just temporary, and these are actually going to help you to get closer to your goals, right? So yeah, I'm sure that if I can do it, then you can definitely do it, guys. And I've always said this, that whenever you want, you can reach out to me if you have any questions regarding the exam, regarding your French study journey. But otherwise also, if you're feeling demotivated, if you want to speak to somebody who has been through this journey, I'm always there to help. So please feel free to reach out, and I wish you all the best, and I'll see you very, very soon. Bye.